From Nike collabs to Paris runways to being memed into oblivion. At one point, Vlone was the uniform of the underground. A Harlem-born streetwear brand with raw energy, real roots, and a cult following that stretched worldwide. It had the Nike collabs, the Paris runway shows, the co-signs from huge artists like A$AP Rocky, Carti, and Ian Connor. But just as fast as it rose, it burned out. A scandal, a flood of collabs, and the internet turned it into a meme. But what really happened? Vlone started in 2011 in Harlem, the brainchild of A$AP Body and A$AP K, with early creative help from Rocky, Ian Connor, and Carti. The name Vlone is a twist on the word alone, and its slogan, Live Vlone, Die Vlone, came straight from the movie Donnie Darko, with the line,
She said that every living creature on Earth dies alone.
For the first 2 years, Vlone didn't sell a thing. Body only handed out tees and hoodies to the crew, growing the hype and maintaining that exclusivity and scarcity feel. But in 2014, things changed. This video is brought to you by Siegs, the #1 best-selling mock-up pack, used by over 25,000 clothing brands. From vector packs to pattern packs to manufacturer lists, all designed to help you produce the best pieces for your brand. When Rocky dropped his Riot Rave video, they gave out Vlone shirts to a group of kids. However, they asked them for their IDs to make sure that they got them back after the shoot. The thing is, some of these kids left their IDs and ran off with the shirts. The brand was officially on the radar. After the Riot Rave chaos, Vlone went public, and they did it smart. Body kept drops limited, no flagship stores, just pop-ups and online sales. The demand and hype that they built for the last 3 years through endless influencer marketing and extreme scarcity marketing paid off. Their first big hit was the Friends design, a nod to the brand's isolationist philosophy. Vlone began touring New Orleans, Texas, and even Tokyo. They collaborated with huge brands such as Fragment Design, Off-White, and eventually made it all the way to Paris Fashion Week. The brand couldn't catch a break. But the game changer was the Nike collab back in 2017. The drop happened in Harlem, near where A$AP Mob came up. The collab item was the iconic Air Force One, named Uptown, with Vlone's black and orange color palette. The resale prices went crazy, and it was an instant grail. That same year, they dropped a 2-pack tribute capsule ahead of the All Eyes on Me movie, and it sold out instantly. Everything was just going for Vlone's way. But then came the downfall. Vlone's first Paris Fashion Week runway flopped. Delays, audio problems, and bad reviews. But it wasn't anything too serious to the brand's image. However, in 2017, a leaked video surfaced of A$AP Body allegedly assaulting a woman. The video went viral, and coincidentally, it was peak Me Too era, and Body had the spotlight on him. Rocky and Ferg publicly distanced themselves. Nike ended their partnership with Vlone, and Body, who was the face of the brand, had become its downfall. And that's the issue of tying your face to your brand. As much as there are benefits to that, but you are the soul of the brand. Your personal life, public opinions, and your general actions, they will always haunt your brand's growth. As for Vlone, the vision, the potential, it all evaporated by one single video. After the scandal, Vlone pivoted. With the high fashion bright cutting ties, they leaned fully into artist collabs with legendary artists like Juice WRLD, Pop Smoke, and NBA Youngboy. Some of these drops were huge commercially. It was reported that the NBA Youngboy collab made $3 million in just 3 days. But culturally, the brand started to feel less like a luxury streetwear brand and more like tour merch. The mystery and exclusivity was just gone. And I think we can all agree that designs matter, but in the end, people like the emotional aspect of the brand. It's about what you make them feel when they wear your pieces. And once that is gone, sales will be affected. Then came the Vlone soldier meme. People started associating the brand with try-hard energy, fake flexing, and hype-beast cringe. It became less about exclusivity and more about being loud. And in fashion, perception is everything. Memes may seem harmless, but in my humble 5'11" opinion, they shift how people feel about a brand. When something becomes a meme, it usually stops being cool. In 2022, the brand cut ties with A$AP Body and decided to do a fresh relaunch with a mysterious new leadership. They dropped a collection titled Brick by Brick, nodding to the imprint's attempt to rebuild itself. So is Vlone dead? Not completely. They're still dropping, they're still selling, and still occasionally getting loved by the community, especially when recently Playboy Carti posted a story wearing a Vlone shirt. But let's be real, it's not the cultural force it used to be. If you enjoyed this video, you might like our recent How Kurt Cobain Changed the Fashion Industry. It's a cool video, check it out. Much love.